Alright, we are on video number 4. I think I lost count last time, but 4 is the one we're on now. We are at phmpt.org, which is Public Health and Medical Professionals for Transparency documents. We're in Pfizer's documents. We're in the document 5.3.6 post-marketing experience.pdf. In that document, we are on page 30, which is Appendix 1, list of adverse events of special interest. So we are on the fourth one, which is acoustic neuritis. So let's just try to define it. That is our goal with this, is to define these terms. Acoustic neuritis. You can kind of just figure it out just by saying it. Acoustic neuritis. But let's look. Let's learn. So we got it coming up right there. Trying to keep it. You have an NIH.gov again, so let's go with that. I've done this. I know what's going to happen already. Acoustic neuritis, in parentheses, says cochlear neuritis. Cochlear. So that's your ear. From memory, I knew that was my ear. I didn't know where it was in the ear, but I know it's the ear. Yeah, and then there's no real thing, but let's, I guess we'll try this. I actually didn't go this route, so maybe this will lead to something. Nothing's really coming up. Apelesia. That's not really what we're looking for. Maybe it is. I don't think it is. It's not. I'm just trying to define the term acoustic neuritis, or cochlear neuritis. So we'll try another route since they don't have the National Library of Medicine. Acoustic neuritis, cochlear neuritis. Acoustic neuritis. I mean, this one, I don't know about symptoma, but it says some other stuff. Anyways, we're not going to read that one either. Let's just define the terms. So acoustic, and on their own page it says cochlear. So we know that's the ear. We'll come back to that. What's neuritis? Neuritis. We're on Wikipedia here. This is Wikipedia. And I don't want to necessarily do Wikipedia too often, but it's usually 99% right. Neuritis is an inflammation of a nerve or the general inflammation of the peripheral nervous system. Inflammation and frequently concomitant demyelination cause impaired transmission of neural signals and leads to aberrant nerve function. Neuritis is often conflated with neuropathy, broad term describing any disease process which affects the peripheral nervous system. However, neuropathies may be due to either inflammatory or non-inflammatory causes, and the term encompasses any form of damage, degeneration, or dysfunction, while neuritis refers specifically to the inflammatory process. So, neuritis is inflammation of a nerve. Alright, so we have the inflammation of a nerve, and the other part of that statement was acoustic neuritis. So, basically it's saying something with your sound is your nerve. Let's find out what a cochlear is. The cochlear. I'll remember science class. I remember it from science class. I didn't know exactly where it was. Cleo. It's the part of the inner ear involved in hearing. It is a spiral-shaped cavity in the bony labyrinth. In humans, making 2.7 module. See, this is all fascinating. But that's what the cochlea is. There's another little thing. You have a cochlea duct. The cochlea itself, it says cochlear duct. So yeah, the document. You can't even see my face anymore. messed this up. There. The document doesn't say necessarily cochlear or cochlea. Um, that just comes from the NIH uh, definition from when I searched acoustic neuritis. It told me cochlear neuritis. We're obviously talking about something to do with the ears, and then it's neuritis, which is an inflammation of a nerve. So that's about as close as I can define it. Yeah, something to do with the nerve in there. And now this is from the list of adverse events of special interest. All right, that's the end of, see if I remember, video 4.